Hello and welcome to your Goodwill Taxes training. So we have covered the introduction of how we view the tax return and what types of calculations take place within the tax return. We have viewed filing statuses and we have reviewed income. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about things that adjust income, and the term that's used for subtracting those things that adjust income from income is called adjusted gross income. This is going to be found on Schedule 1, lines 23 through 36. So all of the adjustments are found on a schedule, and that's Schedule 1. And some of the things that are going to be adjustments are educator expense, health savings account deduction, early withdrawal of savings penalty, alimony paid, student loan interest deduction. There are more than that, but for the purposes of training you for the Good Taxes program, I am going to cover those basic adjustments. So let's take a look at where on the Schedule 1 these numbers appear. So the top of the Schedule 1 was for forms of income. The bottom of the Schedule 1 is for adjustments to income. And so that is where we are focusing our energy on this training video. So adjustments to gross income, one of the adjustments is educator expense. So there is on page E3 of your 4012, there is a table that talks about educator expense. And some of the basic questions are answered there. What is the maximum benefit? Who can claim the expense? What are the qualifying expenses? Anything you would want to know or need to know about that educator expense is listed right there in the table. So another adjustment that we have is the HSA deduction, health savings account deduction. Now this is something that you have to have a special certification through the VITA program in order to prepare a return with an HSA on it. So I have a separate video that you would have to watch if you want that HSA certification. I encourage everyone to get that certification. In a nutshell, an HSA is a high deductible insurance that allows the holder of that insurance to put money into an HSA account. The deduction is carried on Form 8889. And again, you would need that special certification in order to complete a tax return with an HSA on it. Another adjustment is a penalty on early withdrawal of savings. If your taxpayer has a CD, and maybe it was a 5-year CD, and they withdrew from that CD early, they're going to get a penalty on that. So on this deduction, the taxpayer is able to deduct lost interest as a deduction for AGI. Alimony paid. So this is going to be around this year. Next year this is going to be gone. But alimony paid allows the person paying alimony to their spouse to put it as a deduction or an adjustment to their income and remove that from their taxable income amount. Next, we have student loan interest. So student loan interest you're going to find on page E10. You're going to find this table. And student loan interest has a few features that you need to be aware of: the maximum benefit, the loan qualifications, the student qualifications, and it's all here on this table in your 4012. Any and all of the deductions that you find on Schedule 1 that total on line 36 are going to report back to line 6 of the 1040 as a subtraction from total income. So that completes your section on adjusted gross income. In this section, we covered certain adjustments or deductions from income that would lower the amount that would move on to taxable income.